Hey guys, Kevin here with eTrailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Extang Trifecta 2.0. Our Trifecta 2.0 is going to have a nice soft vinyl top on it. It's going to give you a nice clean look and is really easy to clean and maintain. If you look down on the inside, the latching mechanisms are super easy. There's going to be two handles just like this in the front and then two handles in the back. The ones in the back are going to be screw-on, whereas this one you easily just pop it down, pop it out of place, and then you can easily slap it back up into the railing here and just tuck it out of the way so that it's not hanging down and causing any issues if you have anything loaded up in here. Now, when you do have those both up, you can easily slide back your cover, and it's gonna be a 3-panel cover and pop up and have these little clips so you can easily pop it into place and have your very front of your bed covered while access to the end of the bed, so that if you had any larger objects, maybe you're hauling like a fridge or some furniture or something that's going to stick up past where the bed rail lies, you'd have no issues. You wouldn't have to pull this off. But in the event that you did need to pull this off, maybe you were towing your fifth wheel, maybe you just have a mattress or something you have to stick back here, you can easily undo the clamps that are on the front and just pull this off. So you're going to be able to easily undo this as well. Just twist that down, you can get that loose and get it up out of the way, and then you can lift up your tonneau cover. Now there is a safety tether on each side, which is also just a screw-on clamp, so you can easily pull that off as well and then lift up the whole tonneau cover. This cover is really only about 5 pounds, so you can easily lift it off by yourself. You won't really need a second set of hands like you would with most other covers. These safety tethers are going to be really nice in case you don't end up tightening down your clamps all the way. So if for some reason you didn't have that fully on there, you wouldn't have to worry about your tonneau cover just blowing right off, because these clamps are going to sit there and it's going to hold it on there so that it may slide around, but you don't have to worry about this popping off while you're on the highway. So if you're looking at the seals on this as well, it has some really nice seals down the sides of it that are going to match up with our railing here. If you look inside the railing, it's got this little lip in here, and that's going to catch any water. So if anything made it past our seals, it's going to sit in that tray and it's going to go down, and we have a little pipe right here, and it's going to run down into the hole in our bed, and it's just going to let that water come right out and drain out onto the ground instead of getting into your bed, getting your bed and everything else you have inside of it all wet. If you look at the front and the sides here too as well, it also has some foam pads that are real thick. Get you a nice good seal, especially with this bulb seal up front, up against the lip right here. This is typically where you see a lot of water kind of seep through. So having that nice giant bulb seal on there really does help. So for you fifth wheel owners out there, if you have your Sidewinder hooked up to your hitch, there is a big concern that it's going to come in contact with your cover. So we'll take a quick measurement from the furthest back position we can get on the bed, because there is a bit of a lip up at the top. If we push that out, we're sitting at right around 24 inches, maybe just a little bit under it. So if that does come into the area where your hitch is going to sit and you're worried about it, you can easily just undo those 4 latches and pick your cover right up and go and store it in your garage. So if you're a Rambox owner, you'll know just how hard it is to find a tonneau cover that is going to work so that you can still open up your Ramboxes. With our Trifecta, you can see that it easily allows us to open up our Rambox. We can get full access to all of our tools, anything that we store inside of our boxes, without having to remove our tonneau cover. So if you don't want to have to remove your tonneau cover every single time when you're throwing in big items, or if you're towing your fifth wheel, you can also go with a roll-up style tonneau cover. With our customer today, they didn't really want to use that retracts that they had in there before, because that canister takes up so much space. But some of those soft vinyl ones that roll up, they'll kind of sit up top, and you'll be looking at like 6 to 8 inches once it's fully rolled up and then kind of clipped in place. So that is another option for you to look at if you have a Rambox and then also you have a shorter bed, just to kind of clear up some extra space. So as you can see, this is going to sit above the bed rails, but it's not going to sit so far up that it's going to block your view. It does have a nice sturdy aluminum frame inside, so it's going to also help keep that cover up above. It's not going to be sagging down. When it fully pulls out and you have it covering the whole bed, it's going to be nice and taut so that you don't have it looking all saggy and just unappealing. As far as installation goes, the written instructions that the manufacturer gives you aren't really that clear, but the biggest issue is really just going to be getting that order of what needs to slide through the track system that's in the bed in the correct order. Other than that, it really is super simple. You can easily do this by yourself within probably 30 minutes. Well, I think that about does it for today's look at the Extang Trifecta 2.0. My name's Kevin. Thanks for watching.